let's talk really quick. I just have to say, anytime he is asleep, I don't know what to do with myself, and it's not because there's not things that I can do, it's that there's so many things that I can do, and the sleep window is so short, and then the wake window, he's been becoming more alert at this point, so he's awake for longer, and obviously, like, I want to be with him, I want to stimulate him, I want to entertain him, I want to talk to him, and it just takes a lot of time from the day, and it happens a lot of times a day, obviously, because he wakes up to eat, and newborns need to eat 8 to 12 times a day, so you can imagine. So whenever he goes to sleep, it's a struggle of, do I sleep? Do I shower? Do I feed myself? Those are like my basic necessities, right? That's not even like trying to keep up anything in the house. And I know that if you're watching this right now and you have experience, you're gonna be like, girl, don't even worry about the house. It's okay to have a mess. And I agree with you, but also I live in a small house, and if one thing is out of place, the whole place feels messy. So I like to constantly be just tidying up here and there. It's not like I dedicate a whole day anymore. It's just like, if I can get a few things clean, tidy, back, put in their place, I won't lose my sanity. I'm sleep deprived. I'm starving all the time because I'm breastfeeding and I'm pumping. Having a clean house, having, not even clean, but just tidy, put together house helps my sanity so much. Like, I make the effort, like that is one of my priorities. It just makes me feel so much better, and I can sit down with him calmly without looking around me and seeing this crazy mess of a house. Paco is back at work, so I do spend some days by myself. I try not to spend every day that he's at work by myself. I'll have my mom come over, or I will, well, I've only done this once, but I went over to my parents' house. We're doing what we gotta do right now, you know, like he's putting in his part and I'm putting in my part. And when we're both here, we both do our parts. My mom is gonna come over in a few minutes, and she just got out of work and she's gonna come help me. These are things that, like, if I was by myself, you can't accomplish everything. Something is always gonna have to give, and in the case of having a newborn, a lot of things are gonna have to give. Just trying to make it through each day. Every time I'm by myself with him and I wake up, like if I do take the sleep route and then he wakes up and I wake up, in my head I'm just like, all right, it's go time, the shift is starting again. It's like diaper change, feed, awake time, and then probably feed again before he goes back to sleep, or another diaper change before he goes back to sleep. And that can all take a good hour to 3 hours, depending on how long he's awake for and how long he feeds for, because feeds are not just a 5-minute thing. Feeds will take a good at least 15, 20, sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes longer. Feeds can take up to 40 minutes sometimes, and that's just the feed alone. Burping, diaper changing, awake time, it takes time. Just trying to make it through each day, and that's what this video is going to be about, how I try to take care of myself during all of this madness. One way that I like to do that is, if I have time and energy, I will clean up and tidy up a little bit.
So this was definitely a necessity. I had washed the baby's bassinet mattress cover, so I was just putting it back on. And he really doesn't like to sleep on this alone, so I will make it a little bit softer by layering some blankets and tucking in all the sides so there's no loose ends. In terms of keeping the sanity in the house, my husband and I make it a priority to give each other so much grace during this time. We are both tired, we are both sleep deprived. We can both get cranky, obviously, but we always try to remember to never take it out on each other. We're both trying our best here. And since we're not getting as much one-on-one time as before because the focus has shifted to the baby, it's very important for us to remind each other how much we love each other, whether it be with a long hug, words, or actions throughout the day. It is us against whatever issue arises, not us against each other. So I've been trying to make it a point to be very present with the baby whenever he is awake. Obviously, I get to spend this one-on-one time with him. We bond. Talking to him and stimulating him is good for his development, but it's also because I know how fast these days are going by, and I just want to be there with him, and I want to take it all in. These days are hard, but they are precious, and I don't want to feel like they're just passing me by. But when the baby does go to sleep, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I need to make a choice. And today I went with a shower and some skincare. Even though even getting myself to shower is tough and tiring, I will take the extra 5 minutes after the shower to moisturize. And one thing is that I never regret it. So this was the second time I went over to my parents' house for some extra help while Faku was working for the day. It's also training me in leaving the house with the baby so that I don't stay in this cocoon that I'm currently in.
It has been a full night of multiple feedings, waking up multiple times. This time of day, I just want to be in bed and sleep, obviously. He is starting to wake up though, so I pushed it as long as I could, but I need to eat something myself because I am hungry. There's no way that I'm gonna be able to pour from an empty cup because I'm already tired. I'm just gonna make the effort right now to make myself a bagel to have something in my system. I really did not sleep that much. Like, I feel like a truck ran over me today. He had such a good night the other night. He literally slept for hours and hours. Like, I woke up feeling so good because I finally got a long sleep stretch, and that has not happened in a while. In like a month, or almost a month, because he's almost a month. Why is he almost a month already? It's bittersweet that he's almost a month. I'm happy that I'm almost a month postpartum, you know, recovering from my C-section, and I've been doing so much better. But baby wise, that means like he's almost a month old. I'm so tired. I'm also making sure to stay hydrated because obviously hydration is important, but especially when you're breastfeeding.
Buenos días. Buenos días, mi bebecito. Ah. Buenos días, papá. I love you. Oh, you need to change your diaper.
All right, my baby. Let's see what we're working with right now.
All done.
That was it. Let's clean off your face, Papa. All right, let's turn on some music. Yeah. Let's look at those beautiful hands. Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby.
I have found food to be the most challenging part when it comes to taking care of myself. I am extremely grateful though because we have had so many people bring us food, so we have been able to eat the past month. I literally just cooked for the first time like the other day. Breakfast obviously is the hardest meal for me to eat. It's the time of day that I have the least energy, or at least the least will to make something in the kitchen. So I'm making some overnight oats with some Greek yogurt, some almond milk, oats of course, and some strawberries. I also like to add in a little vanilla extract. It really comes through and it's so good, especially you have to soak it, obviously, like it's overnight oats. You leave it for hours and then you eat it. The longer it sits, the better. So this is perfect for me to easily grab in the morning, just pour it out into a bowl, or even in the middle of the night when I get hungry sometimes. Don't even have to think about it. Just grab a spoon and eat. It's nutritious, it's delicious, and it's so easy. So that is the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you're a new mom, don't forget to remind yourself that you are doing an amazing job. And please believe it when people tell you that.